I'm good, how are you? It's better than it was. The names are up now.
Seeing as it is 6:30, the Tuesday, June 20th, 2023 regular meeting of the Gardner City Council Finance Committee will come to order. The clerk will please call the roll.
President Kaczynskis.
Present.
Councilwoman Columbia.
Present.
Council Denello.
Present.
Is anyone recording tonight's meeting? We begin with item number 11018, an order authorizing $150,000 from golf surplus retained earnings enterprise fund account to golf supplies expense. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you very much, Madam President. This is an order out of the golf retained earnings account, so the golf enterprise account's version of free cash. Anything that's left over, either surplus from the year or any expenses that came in under budget, or any revenue that we didn't budget for on the revenue side of things, falls into this enterprise account. This is basically covering some overages that were occurred in the current fiscal year, closing it out before the July 1st end of the fiscal year. This is all money that's accounted for and that just came in over and above on the revenue side of things in the last fiscal year. Just using to use that so we can clear up the books and start the new fiscal year fresh.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Auditor Richard, do you have anything to add?
No, said it very well.
Okay. Questions, comments from the committee?
No, they're well within their retained earnings, and so I'll make a motion that we recommend passage.
Councilor Rice.
Gonna abstain for this one, as it's a part of the golf commission, which I'm on.
Thank you. I will second it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Councilor Denello to abstain from voting. Thank you. Item number 11019, an order appropriating $89,547 from free cash to the fire department overtime salary expense account. Chief Lagoy is here. Come join us, Chief. Thanks for being here. Did you want to begin?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure the committee is well aware of the staffing issues we've been having ongoing, which is drawing down our overtime account. And just about every year we have to come before you to ask for more money to replenish that. So this is the request this year based on projections. It's actually a little less than we asked for last year. Hopefully things are a little bit better and a little more stabilized. But we're hoping this will get us through the rest of the year.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, anything to add?
Thank you, Madam President. This is the complete balance of our remaining free cash for the fiscal year. We expect that the actual line item for fire department overtime will be overexpended by about $120,000 by July 1st. However, the difference between the $89,547, which is the full amount of our remaining free cash, and that $120,000 will be coming from different salary appropriations that were unutilized during the current fiscal year due to different vacancies, mainly within the fire department, but in other departments as well, since again, the city council votes on a salary appropriation for the city as a whole. As such, we're able to utilize some of those funds to cover this difference that's here. So that is covering us and just again, bringing this account up to zero so that we can close to the fiscal year in a proper way.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Auditor Richard, anything to add?
So we're about $120,000 in actual, which is fine.
The total expenditure, I don't have the amount.
No,
You know, at this point, it's still kind of projections because we're not quite.
What he
at the end of
said,
the
they
year.
should carry us through the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yes, I believe so.
What is your status with openings and can you bring us up to date on that?
Yeah, certainly.
Encourage us?
Right now, we have 37 out of 40 positions are filled. I currently have 4 firefighters at the Recruit Academy. One is scheduled to graduate in July, mid-July, and the other 3 are scheduled to graduate at the end of August. And we are also in the middle of the hiring process right now. The 3 vacant positions, we've made job offers to candidates off the civil service list. So we have 3 candidates that are working their way through the hiring process right now. Hopefully they'll be on board working with us before the end of August.
Thank you. Further questions, comments from the committee?
You've got 3 that you're looking at, you got 4 in school, so that means you're down actually 7 right now.
Correct, yes, yeah. Yes, we've had 1 firefighter that left that did come back, that returned to his position, and I have another one right now that is one of the candidates that is coming back, is a returning firefighter also, that both of those firefighters left under while I was chief, and so 2 of them are returning, which is great. So one of them is fully trained and will just come back. He's been gone for a year and a half or so. He's gonna come back and hopefully jump right back in and.
So like 2 out of those 3 that you're talking about?
No. That's one additional one. One's already returned.
Okay,
Yeah, and the other one is going through the process right now. Yeah,
that's faster than sending him to an academy.
that's wonderful to have them come back. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll make a motion that we recommend.
Second.
Pass it to full council.
Motion made by Councilor Von Cormier, seconded by Councilor General Louts to recommend passage to the full council. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
Item 11020, an order appropriating $31,408.47 from available water funds, various receipts reserved salary account for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. Auditor Richard is here.
So basically, when I was doing my projections for next year, FY24, that line item, I only had 1 employee, and then it actually covers 2. So basically, the extra $31,408.47 will be additional employee on that line item. To add, the director did have the correct amount on his budget, initial budget, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just factored in only 1 employee, but not instead of 2. So basically, it's just increasing it by 31,000. This is for the water enterprise.
It's not an additional employee, it's just to cover.
Yeah, exactly. Just raising the appropriations to cover, yeah, that employee, exactly.
So in essence, this is almost just like modifying the budget we passed with just this employee that we already have.
Exactly.
They should have been on there. They should have been on there in the first place. They were excluded on accident.
Yep.
And now we're putting them in because we need to pay them.
Exactly.
Okay.
I make a motion to recommend passage to the full council.
Motion made by Councilor Geraldo, seconded by Councilor Von Cormier to recommend passage to the full council. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Thank you. Item 11021, an order transferring $14,000 from City Hall custodian salaries and wages to operating expenditures. Hello, Building Commissioner, Buff is here. Welcome. Would you like to speak on the item, or would you like the mayor to go?
Sure, no, I can. This request is to transfer $14,000 from the City Hall custodian and salary and wages to operating expenses. The surplus was created due to a period of time where we had a nighttime custodian resign, and but before we filled the new position, creating the surplus.
Questions, comments from the committee?
The energy and utilities, is that something that's budgeted for going forward for next year?
It is correct. Fiscal year 23, we had some large expenses, heating expenses, boiler expenses that were above and beyond normal operating costs.
I assume the energy and utilities costs went up with the price of energy and utilities, and that's reflected in the budget.
Yep.
Okay.
Further questions, comments from the committee?
Make a motion
Second.
to recommend passage.
Motion made by Councilor General, seconded by Councilor Cormier to recommend passage to the full council. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Counselor Garrett, seconded by Counselor Cormier. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion passes. Meeting stands adjourned. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.